Hello Tech with Gajesh listeners. California-based AI research foundation named OpenAI, started by Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, and a few other leaders in ML, recently released an API and a website that allows people to access a new language model called GPT-3. For the comparison, the previous version, GPT-2, was made up of 1.5 billion parameters. The largest transformer-based language model was released by Microsoft earlier this month and is made up of 17 billion parameters. GPT-3 achieves strong performance on many NLP datasets, including translation, question answering, and clause tasks, as well as several tasks that require on-the-fly reasoning or domain adaptations such as unscrambling words using a novel word in the sentence, or performing 3-digit arithmetic, the researchers stated in their paper. We find that GPT-3 can generate samples of news articles which humans evaluators have difficulty distinguishing from articles written by humans, they added. Natural language processing tasks range from generating news articles to language translations to answering standardized test questions. OpenAI trains all their AI models on the CUDNN accelerated PyTorch deep learning framework. Let me also recollect for your perusal that earlier this month, Microsoft and OpenAI announced a new GPU-accelerated supercomputer built exclusively for organizations. The original GPT and GPT-2 are both adaptations of what's known as Transformer, an invention pioneered at Google in 2017. The Transformer uses a function called attention to calculate the probability that a word will appear given surrounding words. OpenAI caused controversy a year ago when it said would not release the source code to the biggest version of GPT-2 because it said that the code could fall into wrong hands and be abused to mislead people with things such as fake news. GPT-3 is essentially a context-based generative AI. This means that when an AI is given some sort of context, it then tries to fill in the rest. If you give the first half of an essay, it will generate the rest of the essay. The supercomputer developed for OpenAI is a single system with more than 285,000 CPU cores, 10,000 GPU, and 400 gigabits per second of network connectivity for each GPU server, the company stated in a blog. Let's see the key takeaways of GPT-3. GPT-3 shows that language model performance scales as a power law of model size, dataset size, and the amount of computation. GPT-3 demonstrates that a language model that trained on enough data can solve NLP tasks that it has never encountered. That is, GPT-3 studies the model as a general solution for many downstream jobs without fine-tuning. The cost of AI is increasing exponentially. Training GPT-3 would cost over $4.6 million using a Tesla V100 cloud instance. The size of the state-of-the-art, that is SOTA language model, is growing by at least a factor of 10 every year. This outpaces the growth of GPU memory. For NLP, the days of embarrassingly parallel is coming to the end. Model parallelization will become indispensable. Although there is a clear performance gain from increasing the model capacity, it is not clear what is really going on under the hood. Especially, remains a question of whether the model has learned to do reasoning or simply memorizes training examples in a more intelligent way. In terms of performance, the new GPT-3 model achieves near SOTA results on the Superglue benchmark, introduced last year to test reasoning and other advanced NLP tasks. In other benchmarks, including COPA and RECORD, the model falls short with word in context analysis and race, a set of middle and high school exam questions. Despite many limitations and weaknesses, these results suggest that very large language model may be an important ingredient in the development of adaptable general language systems, the organization said. The simplest way to explain how it works is that it analyzes a massive sample of text on the internet and learns to predict what word comes next in the sentence given prior context. Based on the context you give, it responds to you with what it believes is statistically most likely thing based on learning from all text data. We have now steadily built up to where they are today, where a model like GPT-3 can complete several paragraphs or more. Like GPT-2 and other transformer-based programs, GPT-3 is trained on the Common Crowd dataset, a corpus of almost a trillion words of text scraped from the web. The dataset and model size are about 2 orders of magnitude larger than those used for GPT-2, the author writes. GPT-3 comes in 8 sizes ranging from 125 million to 175 billion parameters. The largest GPT-3 model is an order of magnitude larger than the previous record holder T511B. The largest GPT-3 model is roughly the size of BERT base and Roberta base. All GPT-3 models use the same attention-based architecture as their GPT-2 predecessor. The smallest GPT-3 model has 12 attention layers, each with 12 times 64 dimension heads. The largest GPT-3 model uses 96 attention layers, each with 96 times 128 dimension heads. GPT-3 with 175 billion parameters is able to achieve what the author describes as meta-learning. Meta-learning means that the GPT neural net is not retrained to perform a task such as sentence completion. Given an example of tasks such as incomplete sentence and then the completed sentence, GPT-3 will proceed complete any incomplete sentence it's given. GPT-3 expanded the capacity of its GPT-2 by 3 orders of magnitudes without significant modification of the model architecture, just more layers, wider layers, and more data to train on. Since neural networks are compressed and compiled version of training data, the size of dataset has scale according with the size of the model. GPT-3 175 billion is trained with 499 billion tokens. Wait for OpenAI to reveal more details about the training infrastructure and model implementation. But to put things into perspective, GPT-3 175 billion model required 3.14 is exponential 23 flops of computational for training. Even at theoretical 28 flops for V100 and lowest 3 years reserved cloud pricing we could find. This will train 355 GPU years and cost $4.6 million for a single training run. Similarly, a single RTX 3000, assuming 15 T-flops, would take 665 years to run. Time is not the only constraint. The 175 billion parameters need 700 GB memory to store in FP32. This is one order of magnitude larger than the maximum memory in a single GPU. To train the larger model without running out of memory, the OpenAI team uses a mixture of model within each metric multiplies and model parallelize across the layers of the network. All models were trained on V100 GPUs on the part of the high bandwidth cluster provided by Microsoft. GPT-3 is able to learn how to do a task with single prompt, better in some cases than versions of transformers that have been fine-tuned as the were specifically perform only that task. Hence, GPT-3 is trump of overarching generality. Just feed it an enormous amount of text till weights are idle, and it can go on the perform pretty well on the number of specific tasks with no further development. That's where the story comes to a striking denouement in the new paper. After listing off impressive results of GPT-3 on language tasks ranging from completing sentences to inferring the logical intent of statement to translating between languages, the author notes the shortcomings. Despite the strong quantitative and qualitative improvements of GPT-3, particularly compared to its direct predecessor GPT-2, it still has notable weaknesses, says the authors. Those weaknesses include an inability to achieve significant accuracy on what's called adversarial NLI. NLI, or natural language inference, is a test where a program must determine the relationship between two sentences. Researchers from Facebook and the University of North Carolina have introduced an adversarial version where humans create sentence pairs that are hard for the computers to solve. GPT-3 does little better than chance. On things like adversarial NLI, the authors write, worse, having upped the processing power of their system to 175 billion weights. The authors are not exactly sure why they have come up short in some tasks. That's when they come to a conclusion cited above that perhaps simply feeding an enormous corpus of text to a gigantic machine is not the ultimate answer. Even more startling is the next observation. The whole practice of trying to predict what's going to happen with language may be the wrong approach, the authors write. They may be aiming in the wrong place. With self-supervised objectives, task specifically relies on forcing the desired task into a prediction problem, they write. Whereas ultimately useful language system, for example, virtual assistants, might be better taught as taking goal-directed action rather than just making predictions. The authors leave it for another time to specify how they'll take on this rather fascinating potential new direction. Listeners, if you want to view some demos of GPT-3, the link is in the description. That's all for today. Do subscribe my channel and follow my podcast.